Very, very happy to see you this season on the TS Madison experience. I just want to know, how you guys first met. I know she said you met at a club and it was like you hit off like that.
Yeah,
Just
I
how did that start and how did it develop to where you guys are now?
yeah, I just love Madison so much. Like I have to say, I'm gonna look corny right here. I don't care. Whenever anything hot is going on, my brother Mecca always tells me what it is. That's my blood brother. And he was like, there's this chick, you got to check her out. Her name is TS Madison. Long story short, I watched one episode of her Queen Supreme Court and I was hooked. And a few months later, we wound up meeting at an event and the rest was history. We just been really good friends ever since that night.
And I know she says that she thinks you two are almost mirror images of each other. Just, I guess, what is that relationship like? How do you see yourself in her and vice versa?
Well, Madison's ass is a lot better than mine. But other than that, I think that we both resonate with this huge heart. I really feel like Madison wants the best for everyone who she touches. It doesn't matter if it's a little child or, a fan in the audience. The one thing that I'm just fascinated by, like obviously before the pandemic, I did a few club appearances with her, and the way people receive her is just, it would drop their jaw. Like they really love her down. And it's like, oh, you give me so much hope and inspiration. The way people gravitate to her is just something to watch.
And now I know on the show, she comes to realize that to be a boss, you really have to stay true to yourself. I'm curious if that's something you've ever struggled with. I mean, you seem like someone who has always and will always keep it 100, but is that something that, throughout your career, you ever felt like maybe you were holding back more than you should?
Well, I mean, as a strong woman, obviously I could relate to Madison when she says that, because sometimes people aren't ready for the truth, or it may be a little bit too much. And when you're that potent, or, you're a hot sauce with so many Scoville units, you may have to, hold back a little bit. So of course, that's a little bit of a struggle, but at the end of the day, it is so important to get it out and say your truth while you still can.
And how has it been for you to kind of see how she has started really getting even a bigger following? I mean, she's been on Drag Race. I know you were on it recently too, but you're seeing her come to these new levels of fame. Is that fun for you to watch? And do you remember what it was like that for you too when you were starting?
Yeah, I literally feel like if Barbie had a mother, I would be the mom. And I'm so proud of my Barbie Madison graduating to such heights. Literally because, she just Drag Race 2 different episodes and she's doing so many other things as well. And to see her get to these different platforms and to see her own personal platform grow, I know she deserves it because there's a lot of things that she had to deal with, different challenges that she didn't see coming. Yeah. And for her to get to this point now, it's like, I just want to celebrate her, and we're all celebrating her. She's just an amazing woman.
And obviously it's so important to have trans people telling their stories. I think we're starting to see that more than ever. Just how did your friendship with her maybe open your eyes to the trans experience more?
Absolutely. Being with Madison has made me so much more aware, not only aware of her, but also the struggles that trans women face that I was not privy to. Like, I just didn't know. And to be around her and to listen to her and to see how, even though these things exist, she's still going to persevere and push through, it's just such an admirable place. And she's taught me so much, and I've grown being around her and become a better person. I can listen now and be more sensitive to the trans community.
Yeah, because I know obviously there was some hot water that you were in early this year, but I saw that even she said she called you up immediately, explained how certain things would be harmful. Just how is it to have someone that allows you to, that gives you that growth, that space to grow, and maybe helps you form new opinions or change the way you look at things?
Yeah, and it's so important because the reason why Madison can call me or say, hey, oh my gosh, this is not going to be good, sis, is because she knows my heart. She knew, okay, I can't throw Tiff away because I really know Tiffany. And Tiffany said something really crazy, but the Tiffany that I know wouldn't want to hurt a mosquito. I'm going to fight to open up a window. Like I would never want to hurt another sister.
Yeah.
So the thing was, she knew right away, okay, you didn't mean it, but you got to figure this out. So I just felt like I grew in that moment, and I'm so much more aware. And it's important that we all do the work and know the things that we don't know and make them a regular place in our head, so we're not hurting anyone.
Yeah, no, I mean, even the clip of you two talking about how important it is to include Black trans women in the Black Lives Matter movement. It's all things that definitely need to be said. And I'm happy that this show has given that the platform for it to happen.
Absolutely.